So how I wish I had someone to talk to. Um, Life's in an awful way. I believe those are the lyrics. What do you think, Hillary?
I'd have to agree.
So let's bring Hillary out right away because, it's Friday night. It's a lot looser than Wednesdays or Mondays or Saturdays. No, Saturdays are really loose. Hey, Hillary Lauer, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm talking to a really interesting person on the show tonight. And yeah, I'm just thinking life, we're kind of crawling out of the hell that was COVID. Now, I say that with a great caveat being a, middle-aged cis male living in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Chicago. Not that I can afford to live here, trust me, but we managed somehow. But here in my part of the world, it's really nice. And yeah, it's just really nice to be out and about. And we got to make it that way for everybody.
I love Chicago this time of year. It's so beautiful. The weather is like perfect.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you from originally?
I'm from Cleveland, but I've been to Chicago a bunch. I have a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
friends
well
in
Cleveland's
Chicago.
not too far.
Yeah, no. The
Woohoo!
mistake.
Go Hillary, says Kate Samuels. Hi, Kizzy. Um,
Kate.
this
She's my
is a
hype girl.
uh, this is a friend, I presume. Yes, right?
Yeah, she's also an incredible artist.
Oh,
Uh,
awesome.
she's awesome. Yeah, out of
Well, Kate,
Albuquerque.
I just invited you up, so come say hi if you want.
Come on up.
Eh,
Come on up to the stage, Kate.
yeah, come up, say hi. Look, the whole purpose of this program is to what up is to shine the light on the person that we're talking to. So we got a big light. We can shine it on several people. Um, okay, so Cleveland and art. Um, when I was eighth grade. Anyway, super long story. Going to make it really fast. Moving from the Midwest to the East. Here she comes. This is awesome. Really changed my perspective on even being able to be an artist. But like, how old were you when you first thought, I want to be an artist?
I mean, as a kid, I was always drawing and I always wanted to like impress people with my art. Like it was terrible. It was always not great, but I'd be like, just always coloring. So from a young age, I wanted to be an artist, but that kind of faded in the teen years and but it resurrected when I was about like a senior in high school.
Hmm. When you were a senior, did you think, ooh, people make a living being artists, or just I want to be an
Oh no,
artist?
that was never ever the thought. Like it's such a blessing that can happen for me. But no, it's just the pure joy of like creating something.
Well, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah.
And I believe we talked about this too, that you're self-taught, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
that's
mean, I took
really,
classes in high school, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's really awesome. And like self-taught, you know, can sound a lot of different ways to a lot of people, but I think what it means to me, who was I talking to the other day? Oh, Malik Yusuf. So, and we were talking about this kind of thing and this idea that like, you do one thing and you're thought of in one way, but like somebody trained, in Paris to paint versus somebody that paints, it's very interesting. Musicians get this way too. It's like there are musicians that know how to sing. There are musicians that have a great voice, and there are musicians that sing well. But those can be all different people and, not do well at all because the training and stuff can do something or not. But deep inside, you're a painter or you're not to me. And I have a
Right.
feeling you're a painter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. It's all over my everything I own. It's a part of me, and I love it. I always have. So yeah, it's instilled in me.
Hey, Kate, by the way, you can turn on your camera at any time. You will just come right in. Let's have some fun. So I mean, I have my painting story. I feel like 12 Monkeys and Brad Pitt. What am I doing here? It's good weed. The proverbial, the colloquial story here of boy from ignorance goes to fancy museum and like,
Enlightened.
yeah, I could do that. What the fuck?
Yeah,
David
like
who?
what?
David
Like it's
Newman?
hard.
Yeah, I could do that. And then 10 years later going, whew, I hear a guy just like me, you know, saying the same thing. Maybe he was from Cleveland. And I'm like, yeah, dude, just like dig a little deeper, man. Just a little. And like that's a Rothko. Just dig a little deeper. And just like walk away. I love doing that at the museum. Like a little kid comes up and, is talking to you or whatever, and you just talking about um what is the what's his name would do counties in Pennsylvania. Oh, anyway, um, Anyway, sorry. I love painting. So what
Mahomes.
was, huh?
Nothing.
Oh,
I
what
said
was your?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh no. Help! My son looks like him apparently, but um,
Oh, yes.
anyway, it'll come to me. But what was your first taste of painting? Like, you know, where it
Um,
really felt like something.
I don't I don't really know, but I mean, growing up, we went to Paris and when were younger, a couple times and throughout high school, um, and I guess like the art museums there always like really inspired me, especially Monet and
Mm,
Van Gogh was super inspiring.
hmm
But it was never something that like drove me to paint initially. I just always thought it was so beautiful. I think it's I think it's a number of things. I think it's just the self expression. Honestly, at the end of the day, it was like because I play guitar and I sing and I write poetry and I paint and draw. It's all forms of self expression. It's just for some reason painting was like the
Good Lord. If you surfed, you would be my dream human.
I surf the web.
Yeah, there you go. Man, I like all those things that you do. It's awesome.
Yeah, all creative outlets. I don't remember a moment where it really sparked for me, but I think my family has always loved art, so it was kind of ingrained it as a young child.
It makes a big difference that that guy that made that ignorant statement got lucky and married a woman whose dad like 250 IQ and art's not his field, but I've never met anybody that knows more about art than he does. And he just walked me through it over the 17 years that we were together. And I had a deep respect for art and also kind of a deep understanding of the the I don't know, like I think of something like in the 70s there was something called women's art. There was a women's art movement. Um, and I wonder what those words mean to you, if anything.
It's interesting you say that because now in the NFT world, I hang out in Clubhouse all the time, and it's an app where you basically chit chat about art, and it's amongst art professionals and people making NFTs, and there's always such a divide between the men and women. I've realized like
Mm,
the men are still very like in the NFT world, like it's very prominent male voice, and
hmm
like Kate. Kate is one of my friends who does NFTs too, and yeah, we're constantly talking about the wage gap in the art world and how it's not cool. And sometimes people, I mean, they still disregard it like it's not a thing, but it's important to just continue educating people on that wage gap because it is a problem and it's like it's still very much an issue. I guess
Yeah.
like yeah, right? Highlighting a women's movement, I guess it could work. I don't know, but I think
Well, it
just
was a
like
different time.
day to day, like including women
Right.
in
Well, no,
general.
that's why. Yeah, that's for sure. I brought it up. Kate, you probably just want to flip your phone maybe horizontal if you're using the phone. I'm instead of vertical because we could see you. We just could only see a part of your face. Um, yeah, the reason I say that is because you know the the women's art movement, you know, was a very feminist, powerful thing to do, and now I think we feel like we don't want to separate out, although we want to be separate as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot, but that is interesting because I think if you say the women's art movement, or you would say, oh, that's neat. That's kind of, that's women's art, huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, that even sounds like it's less or something.
You're like,
So,
so is it on like discount?
yeah, exactly. So that there's still a wage gap, but nobody talks about women's art anymore
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, here we go. Welcome to America and
Yeah.
capitalism. There's the problem, but
Truly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cultural thing. At the end of the day, it's like how we treat each other in the art world, and we have to respect each other as artists and include women when it's hard to like I don't know when there's like a dominant group. It's hard to like reach out sometimes and be like, let's let the lady talk. So
right.
yeah, it's a weird thing to do, and I understand it's uncomfortable, but I think it's important. Um, but yeah, it's not going to change if we don't keep
No,
bugging
it's not.
people. And
And I mean, my gosh, when I met, oh man, now because it makes me think of R.L. Stein, but it's because it's initials. Oh, it'll come. Come on, come on. Anyway, an
wait, what is?
author, S.E. Hinton. S.E. Hinton.
Oh, R.L.
Um,
Stein, Goosebumps.
No, well, no, yeah, no, I was just the letter initials. So
I
when I
know, I
met
know.
S.E. Hinton,
Yeah.
I was about 10, and I was like, oh, huh, oh, S.E. Hinton's a woman. Weird, because authors are men, and S.E. Hinton ran into that a lot. She was very well versed with that happening, and had a nice little thing that she said when she realized that I was confused like that. It was really cool. And yeah, so I guess we still, with NFTs, I guess they're like top secret and nobody else gets to see them, but you still judge the work against the artist, which is not the way to judge the work.
Well, sometimes it is,
I
depending
like
on the artist. There are some sassy ones out there.
that. I like that. Wow. But have NFTs just changed everything?
Not
Because
yet.
Clubhouse made me, by the way. Clubhouse made me in
Oh, did
6
it?
months.
It
Hmm.
made you?
Oh yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean,
It's helped my creative process so much because sometimes
hey
like
Wes.
you feel alone as an artist, and like
Hmm.
when you sit in these artist rooms where everyone's doing the same thing as you, painting and bitching about painting and just like all of our stories and connecting with each other. It's like you don't feel so alone. It's been
Hmm.
really awesome, and it's been great for networking too. Like I've met so many amazing contacts
Hmm.
through Clubhouse. It's such an
Oh yeah.
amazing platform.
That's. I mean, I'm um, going to LA next week, and like,
Where Kate and I are going Oh, not next week. We're going in 2 weeks.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get out there like once a month, but this is the first attempt, and it's not being funded by me. I'm being pulled out to LA, which is great, perfect timing, and got to go to a meeting. And like, yeah, like, so here, Malik Yusuf, we met this week, and now, yeah, we've got some stuff to work on. We're going to be out in LA. Malik, I love you. This is fantastic. But back to you. Sorry, my brain goes a bit there. Because I keep also thinking all these people that could all be on a show together, because I've got ritual in my head. And what is ritualistic about being a painter?
Oh, there's so much that's ritualistic. Just like from the very beginning, like setting up your palette to like, even in the chaos, there's ritual. Um, it's meditative in a way. Sometimes, I mean, other times it's not. It can be like completely awful, but I'm leaning into more of doing original work now. So it's back to that like relaxing, more comfortable state of painting. But yeah, it's totally a ritual. You're expressing yourself, and yeah, like it's awesome. You get to treat it as this beautiful routine.
I think one interesting thing about today is you can get to know your artist and know their painting and really enjoy that. I think because we were going around the other side of it with thoughts there too. But yeah, that like oil paint, I'm guessing, and like smell, like everything, right? It all
Yeah,
like
no, it's so true. Like, yeah, the smell is like, yeah, that's something that I don't even think about, but it's so true. Like when I go to my friend Alex's house to paint, he has a beautiful studio, and it's just like you walk in, it just smells like. Well, first of all, he lives over a cigar bar, which I love the smell of cigars. So like you walk in, it's like that smell of cigars, and then go up to his apartment. It's this beautiful studio, and it smells like linseed oil, and it's just like
mm,
it's such a relaxing smell, but it also is like get ready to work kind of thing. Like,
I like
uh,
that.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I my first wife stretched canvas for some pretty well-known painters in Chicago, because I can't remember who it was now. But the first person she stretched canvas for,
Rothko?
what's that?
Rothko?
No. Anyway, though, that's the cool thing was the word got around that she, stretched canvas. Now she was also really cute, so I wasn't exactly sure it was all male painters there, but she stretched a lot of canvas for a while, and that really, I think, pushed her to want to be a painter, to consider to be a painter, because her
For
dad
sure.
had been around art her whole life, but getting into just stretch the canvas and, being in their workrooms there and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of ritual and textures just beyond, what you're doing. And what blows my mind
Mhm.
is just daubs of paint, and they become something,
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
I have, yeah, but I have no idea. Like, I, don't, I couldn't paint to save my life. Literally, I could barely write.
Yeah, no, it is a cool thing to think about. Yeah, it does come from those very simple aspects that you don't really think about. How beautiful it is that you can create something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And when you see the haystacks or the wheat stacks, I think now is actually proper. Um, Even in here in Chicago, who ask about her favorite musician for sure. Um, but you see these paintings no longer on a postcard, but in front of them. It's hard not to just give reverence to those things. It's amazing how deeply you could be touched by daubs of paint.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I remember Van Gogh was like my number one as a kid. Just I even had written short stories and stuff about his paintings. They were just so moving. Like there's the one that where they're like it's like a cafe at night. I don't know the title of it, but that was like it created such a scene, and I was always such like a I wanted to create stories, and I had such an imagination that he just really like his colors and movement really inspired me.
The
Oh, did I move something on
No,
the?
I did. I did. You're fine.
That was you
I
this
wanted
time.
to. We've been talking for 21 minutes, and we'll PTR here a little bit.
Oh, PTR. I like that.
Yeah, people may not know what we're talking about. We're talking to
Cool.
Hillary Lauer. She's a phenomenal painter, and I'm incredibly lucky to have met her. Probably was somewhere through Clubhouse, I would imagine. It's always
Yeah,
hard for me to remember.
me
And
too.
yeah, and now I get to chat with her and show her art and talk about her art. So yeah, this is Nipsey Hussle, and this you said this was a commissioned piece.
Yes, it was one of my favorite commissions because it's just one of those portraits. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna rock this out and have so much fun with it. So yeah, that was. Those are always the best commissions where it's not like, you know, something you're uninspired by.
Right.
So this is cool. I loved it.
See if we can do this.
Shout
Um,
out to Eric Waller.
so interesting then, commissioned piece versus you said it earlier, more my original work. Um,
Hmm.
Commissioned piece feels different in having a deadline, maybe.
Not so much a deadline as like expectations
Mm.
and um, more confinement. Um, someone said Nipsey Hussle or Nipsey Russell.
I'm old
That's
enough to know both.
it's actually Russell Crowe.
Russell
No,
Crowe.
it's just like it at my point now in my art career, if I want to build on my skills, I want to start doing all of my own stuff
Sure.
without
Sure.
anything in my head that's like, oh, it needs to
Well,
look because people will say, oh, I love this piece. Can you make it look like this piece and this
mhm, mhm.
and I try, I really try, but it is hard to like, go back to some style that you did.
Right.
Like 2 years ago or whatever. So I want to have that complete freedom, and it's been going well. Just selling the originals, it's very freeing as an artist, and I am excited to dive into that
Well, I
chapter.
think I can imagine that, Da Vinci was like, shit, I got to get a commission. Um, ah, Gladius Maximus or whoever that current dude in the arena was, just
He
did
was
a
selling his
poster
NFT.
for
He was like
Nike.
shilling his
Yeah,
NFT.
exactly. Da Vinci. Whoa, okay, a Da Vinci. There you go. So, yeah, because I think it's so obviously you could be commissioned just for you, right? Just make us a painting, Hillary. Um, I would
Well, yeah,
love to
that would be
commission.
awesome. Every time, like, woo.
Exactly. I would love to commission you, especially while you're still probably relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, we'll
um,
we'll see about them.
yeah, well, keep with the NFT stuff and everything,
It
and
depends on what you define as inexpensive.
yeah. Well, what's funny is people would be shocked what well, they would be shocked what paintings can bring. But it's always funny. I think being in entertainment, okay, everybody gets wealthy, but I don't want to pay you a lot for your painting. I mean, what?
Right,
No,
right, yeah.
how does no?
Like that
How does
comes
that?
so easy to you. Like,
Right, right. Oh, yeah. Crank this out in 15 minutes. No, that would literally
yeah.
be if you
I'm like,
cranked it
I
out in 15
know.
minutes, and it would be like 15 minutes worth of work. Okay,
Yeah.
how much? What? Whew. And I'm like, yeah, but how much? Do you get paid in 50 minutes?
Materials.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
you're
how
a
much you
billionaire,
it's
right?
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So knowing what that's worth, this is the absolute perfect segue. I'm not that good, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pay a couple of quick bills here. I will bring you back in just a second because I didn't even do it at the top of the show. And the producer, me, will have to fire me as the host. So I'll see you in a second. You know what? Yeah, because you can take a break there, Hillary, if you want. Go get some
Oh,
water, whatever you want to do. But I want to leave Nipsey Hustle up here because people need to see that for another couple of seconds
cool.
as I'm getting this stuff together. And
Right.
you can buy her work, by the way, and you can actually buy the originals. You can also buy prints and maybe even Gili or whatever those, whatever those things are called.
Gili.
And
Oh, Giclée.
Giclée, there you go. And they would be amazing. And yes, on her website, I think they're on your website. She's got them up there. If you want to, Lars is a steal right
At
now
30 grand.
at 30K. Yeah. I mean, if I had it, I'd do it. It's a
Yeah.
great painting. So check Lars out.
It's
And
a solid painting. I would actually be sad still to give it away at 30 grand. Like that's my baby. That's my bedroom painting. And that means a lot.
oh, wow. Yeah.
That's
Well, then,
that's the one.
yeah, I would hold on to that then because humans have this great desire to own something that was once held in the hands of someone. Though, if we replicated one molecule by
couldn't.
molecule, it would be no different than the other one. But that one that was touched by the artist or whatever would have more value. That's kind of what we're like. So hold on to that one. Other thing about that painting too that I really like is that we were talking about ritual and psychology and all of these things. And to me, especially your work, you're nailing you're nailing the primary colors, not in the sense of what we think of as primary colors when we're in first grade, but in that your work it's just, to me, it's really hitting all the marks. I really like just the vibrance and the passion in the work, even in something that was commissioned for sure. And yeah. So buy her paintings.
I'm very exclusive.
Yeah.
In a list.
Yes, Kate.
Anyway.
A bedroom painting. So Seductive Lars. There you go. Yeah, check out her work. Scooch Case is our sponsor. Scooch Case is like been really generous to us, and I'm super proud of this sponsorship because these guys are in Indiana, and I think it's a good company. I'm not gonna try and sell you something that isn't a good company, but this is the back of their case. Front looks just like a case, but on the back, it's like one of those pop-it.
I
I don't
need
even
a
know
case.
what those. Hey, look at that! There you go. Yep, we'll get you one from Scooch. The
It's over.
see, It's like that pop-it thing. I didn't even know what those were called until
What are they called? Pop-up things?
the now I don't know now. I thought it was Pop It or something, but where you can
Oh,
hold onto your phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you can put it in landscape mode and vertical mode and everything. But
Oh, that's
really
cool.
cool. Scooch case, buy a case of cases and tell them that we sent you, because it's not like I'm not getting like a quarter or something, because you click on a link, go to scoochcase.com, and after you buy it and like it, email them, tell them you like it. Trust me, one email like that will go a long way to helping us do the stuff that we like doing on the show, which is to have people like Hillary here. Hillary is also somebody that uses Clubhouse, and I like this how I slide into it. Club Deck app.
Oh,
Club Deck
I use that.
app. Have you used it?
Yeah, so it's funny because you said Scooch case. My old phone. I was in New York City and I was taking a selfie with my friend, and I threw my phone off of the bridge into the East River.
Oh,
And when I came home to Denver, I had this Android phone and I couldn't use Clubhouse, and I was so sad. So I like somebody figured out how to get Club Deck on my computer, and I was
yeah.
it was so crazy. Like I was missing Clubhouse so much. I felt like my whole like social life, because it's pandemic. Right? There's nothing going on. Like everyone's just we're on our phones like 24 hours a day. Like I was so addicted. It'd be like in my car. I'd be at the grocery store, like still talking to people. So yeah, having Club Deck was awesome. Having it on my computer.
Well, that is a testimonial, gentlemen, at Club Deck. It is a great app. It's two guys, one in England, one in France. And when that thing came out, I reached out to them and I'm like, dudes, like, we got to get this thing everywhere. Let's talk. So, Club Deck is also one of our sponsors. And you just go to clubdeck.app and download it. If you like it, do the same thing. Contact the guys. They're on Twitter. Tell them you found it through me. And that would be fantastic. And, we're trying to put a couple of commercials together for these two things. So, if you know my main big mission, which is to bring people to the platform that would have no other opportunity to probably even be seen, based on where they live, their zip code, based on racism and all kinds of things. So buy this stuff, sponsor me individually. You can, sponsor me for $5 a month. This is a business. I'm paying people. And, so other people are getting their livelihood, or at least a chunk of it, from doing this. So, yeah, support these businesses because they're supporting me. And, yeah, sponsor me. And sponsor me, but tell me to give the money to Hillary, whatever. Let's just keep it all going.
Yeah.
So,
Club Deck rules, though. Honestly.
I love Club Deck. It is awesome. It is awesome. Hill's gonna be famous. I know, right? I believe it, and I think. Thank you, John. That is actually. I can't tell you which pride flag it is at the moment, but if you can see it, it has brown and black added to it. So I don't. That's the original. So that's obvious, adding black and brown, but I can't remember the name of that particular one. And that is definitely up for pride. And honestly, I kind of struggled with whether to put that up for pride, because there's the whole thing with company. What is it? Pride washing. But anyway, yeah, there you go. What is the what is the favorite painting moment? Like, as a professional painter.
Painting moment. That's so broad. That's a good question. Painting moment. There are so many though. Like it's like every moment, like you give somebody their painting and it's like this new part of their life, you know, it's not just something that like you throw in a drawer. It's like a part of their life every day. So I feel like I get to get those moments all the time, knowing that my piece is in somebody's home. And um, I guess like the first couple of moments where it was very exciting for me to like feel appreciated enough to be in somebody's house, you know, to
Mm-hmm.
be like hung on their walls and be enhancing their space. That was, I guess it's like, yeah, that was really huge for me because I've always wanted to create art that was, you know, communicating to people and making them feel a certain way. And what more than having it in their home than to do that. So that's pretty big. Yeah, moments.
That is big. Yeah.
So many moments. There's so many moments as an artist. It's really great.
Well, yeah. I mean, sit with that, folks. That's really great. I mean, obviously, being a painter would be really great. It's really hard work too, very hard work. But yeah,
Worth
I have a little silly moment when I used to be a photographer, and we did a series of paintings for my daughter, her Montessori. Oh, you know, you pay the Montessori plus you got to do all these things for them. It's a great little community, but somebody bought a piece or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's fun, cool, you know, that's neat. It's going to be hanging up in their house, and he comes up to me, he's like, now, how do you think this frame and everything will hold up in the bathroom? I'm like,
I was just about to say that.
yeah.
Bathroom paintings are actually very underlooked or underrated because people
Yeah.
spend time in the bathroom.
Well, he certainly liked it, but yeah, I said, well, yeah, let me work. I'll tape up the back a little bit more, at least, you know.
My God.
So hopefully that's still sitting there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um,
Funny.
when have you come across your work and you didn't know that it was there, or, you know?
Never.
No.
That's never happened. I mean, I guess I'm more reminded. Like
Mm.
it's a cool feeling that I've sold a bunch of art to the point where it's like I'll go to people's houses and I'm like, oh yeah, it's you bought this piece, or like you know, it's you. Yeah, I feel like that's more
Well,
of
that's
a
the same. I think that's the same feeling if you go back to the house of the
yeah.
person
It's
that you
not
sold
like
the art to, you
yeah,
know?
like yeah, it's not like people are like trading my art around like buy this for
Yeah.
two
Well,
hundred dollars and I bought it for.
again, got to go back to Da Vinci. I'm sure at times he was hungry and he's just like standing out in front of the studio. Hey, come on. I need to meet the ball, you know?
It's a
Got to
bum.
buy the painting. You know what I mean?
I'm like, give
So,
me a ramen noodle.
um, what do like painters do that like we would all think is really cool?
Um, I don't know. All painters are really cool. We're just cool.
There you go.
It's
All
just
right.
something you can't explain. Like, it's like Fight Club.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel as a patron of the arts, I've definitely seen, you know, the building where Fight Club might be if it existed. Um,
You're not
but
supposed to say that.
so Cleveland, and you're on the East Coast?
I'm in Denver, but
Oh,
I'm from Cleveland, the east side of Cleveland.
and you're in Denver. I didn't realize you were in Denver.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
Denver.
oh, cool. Oh, good to know because Denver is definitely a place I like a lot.
Yeah,
A
Denver's
lot.
awesome.
I love Colorado, and I love that. It's a beautiful place. And hmm, do you? I haven't seen a lot of landscapes from you, have I? Unless it's something more abstract.
I have landscapes and I honestly prefer them. They're like a lot more like um I guess it's a lot less pressure to do
Hmm.
landscapes. I mean, I love doing faces because I love people and expression, but landscapes if I want to just zone out. I do have a bunch of landscapes and like skylines. I just sold one that was like a New York City skyline. I've done a bunch of aspens paintings of like just aspens during the fall where they change leaf colors. And what else do I do? I do landscapes. I just don't like promote them as much, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know why. There's no reason.
Well, who?
Oh, shout out to John Sauer.
Oh, hello, John from Denver. Excellent. Great to see you. Whatever she paints is incredible. Oh, I believe that. I love her work. This is, I mean, it's yeah, it's definitely why 100% why you're here. And I can't. I'm just laughing because um, this whole thing is crazy. Where we've gone in 6 months. Because like 6 months ago, I would have been like, yeah, please, you paint. Okay, come on the show. And
Yeah.
now, we're kind of to the point where, oh, you paint. You do anything else at all? Anything?
But are
Anything?
you cool?
Yeah, but Hillary, man, like boom, that was easy because her work is amazing.
Thank you
Y-
so much.
yeah, I mean, little that I know about art, um, I feel like know when I see good art. It's like when you go to something contemporary, and your first inclination is, "Oh, what is that?" But you know,
What are those?
yeah, and then you learn a little bit more. And so I can spot decent art. Usually somebody's already spotted it. Um, you know, and so I feel super lucky that I found somebody super talented, I think, because there's just a lot of people out there and it's wonderful to see somebody that knows how to paint and paints really well.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear. It's like it's very refreshing. People don't say that all the time. It's more like, can you like change this about my painting? So it's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that little spot right there
Yeah, like my little
represents
heart is just
somebody in my life. I mean, okay, but okay, sure. I'll put a post-it over it if you don't just buy the damn thing.
yeah.
But
I'm starving.
yeah, it's the stories behind the artists. Who are some artists? We talked about a few, and I do want to bring this up because so yeah, go with that, and then I'll bring up this next point.
What are you asking? Who inspired me?
Artists that influenced you.
Oh, okay, so mostly I'm influenced by music. When I paint, it's all music and like whatever I'm listening to really inspires my work. And John Mayer is my number one. Uh,
Oh, Mr. John Mayer.
yeah,
I know
Mr.
you're watching.
Garcia Jr. Um, no, yeah, he's amazing. He's just incredible in all aspects. So he's my number
Nice.
one influence. Yep.
So, do you just thinking for, we can raise the price of your paintings a little bit if we could pair a particular painting with a particular John Mayer moment or song.
Oh,
Um,
all of them, every song.
well, okay, right. So every song
This
inspired
one,
by John
Alice
Mayer.
in Wonderland. Let's go.
What's that?
This one, Your Body is a Wonderland.
Oh, there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I told my daughter this, and she still hasn't done it yet. And she'll be out in school in New York and wants to be an artist. Yay! No, it's going to be awesome. The
Ooh.
yeah, the
Oh no.
music is really is really a big factor for so many people, and I think that's really cool. And I keep telling my daughter, who would you like to be on the show? Like what band? And she's like, well, I mean, what are you talking about, Dad? I'm like, no, who? I mean, you want Ariana Grande? I mean, that's probably not going to happen right away, but who do you want? And she keeps forgetting to get back to me because I don't think she believes me because, aim high, kid, and we'll see what we can do. And
I
so,
believe in you.
yeah, John Mayer, listen, we're going to put it out there. Let's get you on the show and let's talk painting. I think that would be awesome. I will be in LA next week. You get a hold of me, through my people, and they'll talk to your people, and let's get it done.
Yeah, I have lots of people.
Yeah, there we go.
Right,
Speak it,
Kate?
and it shall happen. Tell me a little bit about this painting that is not Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, that one's Ripple. It was like a really early painting of mine. I used to do like more just straight abstract work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like when I was really discovering how to use color, and like that was really like one of my first, I don't know, paintings where I was like, okay, you're kind of cool. You're kind of good. I mean, like,
I like that.
I was just, I really like, I don't know. I liked exploring with colors and movement, like how it looks like water, and it's like I said before, I'm inspired by Monet, and it kind of has that like water lily feel to it.
Nice.
Yeah, and that one I've recreated versions of it for people, and it's always a little different each time, but it's always like that's a relaxing one for me to make. Yeah, so like one of my very early pieces.
Well, that's interesting. Do you see a progression in your work?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Like yeah, I mean I work so much. I'm always working. I'm always painting, and not day to day or like I suck, but like looking back at like yearly, I do like a yearly check in on myself, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like look at what you did this year. Like yeah,
That's a good idea.
it's yeah, it's important, and it's like especially as an artist, you don't all these little things add up, and they a lot of great experiences and growth. Like as an artist, like things are so easy now that never were easy before. Just like things like I don't know, like the shape of an eyeball or like how to do a nose. It's stuff that just um, it develops over time without you really realizing it.
Um, did you realize that if you Google your name, are
It's
you,
Matt Lauer and Hillary Clinton.
no, it's Hillary Clinton, Matt Lauer, and you.
What?
Yeah, hang on.
What am I doing?
This is awesome. Hang on. Pull this in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please hang on one moment. I am well qualified at my job, but I cannot do calm down back there. Two things at once. So I'm going to talk you through this. We're going to upload the image at this point. We're going to look, and that should be a screenshot, which would mean it would go here. But of course, it doesn't. Why? I don't know, because it's a screenshot, and it should go to the screenshot section, but it doesn't. So hold on. Recents. No, never in the recents.
This would never happen on Club Deck.
Movies, iCloud Drive. So I got to screenshot it again to figure out where it went. Okay, hang on. It's here somewhere. This is totally user error. Let's see. It's a good thing it's a Friday. All right. Upload image. Today, yesterday. All my troubles seem so
far away. What's your favorite food to get in
Ooh,
Chicago?
my favorite food. Ooh, in
Mhm.
Chicago,
Yeah,
um, Indian, Pakistani, probably Thai food, close second.
nice.
We've got great both Thai food and there used to be more Thai food restaurants in Chicago than anything. I don't know if that's still true, but
Chicago has the best food. Such good
yeah,
food.
it definitely we definitely have great food. All right, this is just sad. Hang on. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna go Shift Command 5. We'll do it that way because then I can see where it's going. Options. Save to screenshots. Really? Okay.
Are you on an
Maybe.
Apple?
Yeah.
It's option. Are you trying to take the screenshot?
No, I'm taking it. I just can't find it because it's
It
supposed to
should be
go
on
to.
your desktop or your iCloud.
Yeah, I, I've told it to go to screenshots. Here it is. All right,
There you
we got
go.
it.
He's got it.
Yay! I got it. Yeah, I actually created a screenshots folder. Um, let's
Oh,
see.
nice. Does it like auto, does it smart read it?
It goes right. Yeah, it goes right to it. If
That's
that's what
cool.
you mean.
Yeah.
All right, Haps. Here we go. Upload the image. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. This is how the sausage is made. Here we go.
Interesting.
Do this.
Kate. Kate is rowdy in the peanut gallery tonight.
Is she?
Oh, wow.
Hilarious.
That's me.
That is you.
And Hillary.
Yeah,
Wow. I look good.
you look great, and I love that. I think that's just awesome.
And then it's like Matt Lauer. Like, oh my God, the bottom. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, and
The
yeah,
bottom
Matt
row of
Lauer.
the second column.
I think that you should probably contact Google and say, "Look, I'm kind of somebody of note,
Like, you
and
guys are messing with me.
is there a way you could not have Matt Lauer on my screen, please?" Yeah, I would
Yeah,
do that.
seriously.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's always like when I Google myself, which is very rare. Um, it's always like
Okay.
Matt Lauer and Hillary Clinton, all of their little feuds.
I have a what do we call it? An alert, a Google alert, and oh, what did I do with that painting? There it is. A Google alert that will say, if your name is mentioned or whatever, and um, it just doesn't ever hardly go off. So,
I'm gonna troll you so hard now. I'm just like writing these fake vlogs.
um, yeah, it's crazy. It was so cool. Who's your biggest patron fan? Who's the one?
Biggest fan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hard because I have a lot of like very loyal collectors that are
That's cool.
amazing. And it's literally like I'll send them their painting and they're like, "What's next?" And I'm like, "How much space do you have on your walls? Because this is crazy that you
Space on
keep."
our walls. These are going into a vault that is
I
climate
guess,
controlled.
yeah,
These
I
are
know. Like,
investments.
buy my NFTs, so you know.
Yeah, these are
Um,
investments. Paintings,
yeah, no,
paintings go
appreciating
up in value.
assets.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I am my biggest fan. Oh God, I don't know. Um, yeah, there isn't one that's like really stands out. That's like, oh my God, Hillary every day.
We'll work on it. We'll get it.
Oh,
We'll get it out there.
Frank Kozik. He's my number one fan actually.
Oh, look at that! Kate Samuels nailed it. Very good.
Yeah, he's the CEO of Kid Robot, and he's number one.
CEO of Kid Robot. What is Kid Robot?
They make toys, collectible
Oh my
toys.
gosh, that is cool. That is cool. Um, that's really neat. She sells them quick. Nothing sits around. Kate, um,
Settle down, Kate.
Kate.
Kate's my number one fan, actually.
Look, I like when the artist manager is here, but I'm the one that. No, just kidding. That's awesome. I love it. I love
Read
it.
your lips, Kate.
Yes, Kate Samuels. I would think actually, what's his name? Frank.
Frank Kozik?
Frank's number 2. Number 1's here tonight too. Her name might be Kate.
Frank makes me the best strawberries and homemade whipped cream you've ever had. So that's my number one fan. That's love.
There you go. There you go. Just for the whipped cream alone, a little sugar, a little
gentle
cream,
gentle swirl.
Oh, he makes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way I do it too. I don't have that fancy thing, but
he has that, but he also likes to do the swirl. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very nice. John Ardmore, Rev, Malnati's, or I'm not sure I know what. Oh, Geno's.
Lino's?
Yeah, he must mean Geno's. Ooh, Geno's wins. Geno's East for Chicago style.
So Jet Fogarty says Malnati's, no debate.
Malnati's. Malnati's would be on the thin crust.
Hannah's
my number one thin crust is, Malnati's and one other place. But for thick deep dish, it's Geno's East. But it's Pizzeria Uno, honestly. Or Duo, their other restaurant right downtown. Uno's the best, but it's so far away from here. I'm dying. Kate Samuel said, I feel you. What's next? What's next for you? NFTs are big. Are you able to take work that you have? Oh yeah.
Well, I actually have a huge project coming up. I'm doing a collaboration with he's a Lego sculptor, Nathan Sawaya, and he creates these amazing Lego sculptures. And we connected on Instagram, and he wants to do a couple of my pieces as Lego sculptures. So we're collaborating, and that's a huge step for me in my career and expanding out of my comfort zone. So that'll be really cool. That's a huge step for me. NFTs, it's still a figuring it out game. NFTs are cool. I don't think it's like really necessary to throw all of your eggs in that basket right now, but it's cool to learn and figure it out and how to protect your work and track it and all that kind of thing. But that's not my main focus. My main focus is creating original work and doing cool collaborations. And
what is the what are you doing specifically with Nathan?
So I'm creating a painting that will be turned into a Lego painting. I can send you the link to his Instagram. I went to his exhibit in Denver, and I took so many pictures, and I tagged him, and he ended up seeing my page and wanted to do a collab. So we're doing a
holy cow
collab. So we're gonna do a painting and then a sculpture.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. Hopefully.
I think it will be.
Yeah, how can you go wrong with Legos? Yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah.
He's
I just
awesome.
saw a guy that does some cool stuff with toy soldiers, um, and, on the Mag Mile the other day, and yeah, that you can't go wrong with Lego at all. So
No,
you've got the base painting, and then
not yet. I'm still painting it.
right,
But
and then he's gonna do a version of your painting in
yeah,
Lego.
yeah. So he did one of Starry Night. If you look at his Instagram, it's like he did one of Starry Night, like Van Gogh's Starry Night. And it's like
Hmm.
a like more of a 2D vibe, and then we're
Hmm.
gonna do. So we'll do that with the first painting, and then the second one we are gonna do one of my faces, but like as an actual bust. So it'll be like you can
3-dimensional.
be like yeah.
Ooh, that's neat.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Wow.
really cool. It's cool to
Well,
have a hero contact you and want to do something creative. That's very exciting and a dream come true for sure.
super exciting. Super exciting. I got to agree. Um, this, again, Clubhouse has connected me with just so many people, and like I said, now with Malik Yusuf and going to LA, I mean, like, I'm literally just stunned, and the whole family's like stunned because okay, let's go to LA. Like, okay, I'm going.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, like, just people are amazing, really are. I love, people drive me nuts, but I love them too.
Same.
Yeah,
That's
same.
why
Well, listen,
I paint them and I don't hang out with them.
yeah, what is like, trying to think, do you like painting like alone, or could people, like, have a gallery and watch you paint?
No, live painting is a sham. I hate that. I think
Yeah.
it's really annoying, and I've had experiences live painting where people just like say the worst stuff to you, and you're just like, it affects your process so much.
Mm.
Which is like, it's why I like Clubhouse because when I don't want to listen to music and I want to be like in a social environment, I turn on Clubhouse and I paint, and it's other people who are painting at the same time, and we chit chat, and it's different than like somebody watching you like, oh my god, it's so amazing what you do. Do you think you should add green right there? Like, um, I don't know.
Oh
So
man.
I know it's not. It's. I mean, for some people, yeah, it's great, but like for me, it's not. It's an alone thing or like a
Yeah.
with their creatives thing.
Well, that's interesting because the certain people would just not look at the screen. Other people would hate it, and other people, would like it. But the Clubhouse thing makes a lot of sense. Um, the strange thing that it does, by taking the visual out, um, it does something that is just really powerful, makes it easier for people to connect and everything. It's something, they probably backed their way into something that, is neurologically being kind of triggered in a different way there, because it's like, I mean, I went for 5 days, and I'm not sure that I ate or slept or anything for those 5 days. And then, for a long time I had to literally, I just went cold turkey and just was like, you know, tweaking for weeks. But
Right.
then I
Yeah.
slowly kind of let myself back in. It's a powerful platform.
It really is. It's so beautiful. I mean, like the what I've gained from Clubhouse is like beyond explanation for my creative career. I mean, I don't know how it works for people doing other things, but I found my crew of people, and it's been so wonderful. It's made everything like just like a lot more encouraging, and yeah, I'm so thankful for this platform, and what great timing too, because like I would have liked it regardless, but during a pandemic when you're all alone and creating by yourself all the time, it gets rough. So it was really great to have that outlet.
Yeah, it was. The There's this. I haven't quite pinned down the time comparisons, but you can meet somebody on Clubhouse, and by, I don't know, 24 hours later, be buying a house together. Um, and you still
Totally.
haven't seen each other.
Kate and I
Um,
bought a house together.
there you go. Um, and, I have made connections with people that um, just amazing creators, amazing cinematographers and filmmakers and actors and
Yeah.
musicians. I've met some of the most talented people in my life, and I've been around this stuff for a long time,
Yeah.
um, on a level that I wouldn't have the chance to do. I am friends with people that can do things that it's oh, like freaking amazing, the things that they can do, and like I would never have met them ever in a million years without
Oh,
that.
absolutely. I was just talking to Kate about this. Like, it's so crazy how, I mean, you can talk to these people just not in like a fangirl sense, but like a like let me learn from you kind of way.
Hmm.
That's so cool about this platform because we're all doing the same thing, and whatever level you're doing it at, we're all still like going through the same thing every day, and it's like it's really cool to just get those like everyday pointers from people who have been there and they're doing it and they're like so successful and so well renowned, and it's so inspiring for people like me, and it's very uplifting and very cool, and it definitely like puts that pep in your step, um, as you're creating or doing whatever you do. Being around these people, it's very inspiring.
Yeah, having a posse, you know, um, is a good thing. I am very extremely introverted, and compensate for it by being stupidly extroverted. So the um, connectivity with people electronic like this has been amazing. I have a I have a whole other thing with, definitely need people around me, but um, it's that dual craziness. But I am actually like kind of excited now that COVID is starting to get better for some of us, because I'm going to actually have people come here, um, and do interviews, sit across from each other, people that are in Chicago. And when I'm out in LA next week, I'm gonna hopefully do some interviews, and maybe we can do some live things with some people. So I'm really excited, like, to get out of the house, because we've been in, it's been 15 months. Um, and yeah, so I'm kind of stoked about being on a plane, but I am vaccinated, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, it'll be nice to travel, huh?
It will be, yeah. And it's the first time I've been on a plane in a long time. So, um, well, I think would be really cool if you came back at some point, maybe even brought a couple of friends, and you like their work, and you'd love to see your friends' work be on display too. Um,
Absolutely.
that'd be, you could call me up anytime, hey,
Yeah.
I got three friends, and I'll have Kizzy follow up with you, and we'll nudge you once in a while, keep you at the top of
Okay.
our mind.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be really
I'll
fun.
definitely
I've
keep it in
just,
mind,
yeah.
depending on how nice they are to me in the next couple weeks.
the Well, this has just been a pleasure, and I told you, um before we went on, that just how excited I was to interview okay, everybody else close your ears, a painter, how refreshing it'll be. And it was, because I love all my musicians, all my actors, all my directors, all the scientists. I love all of you. The fine arts like this, painting, there's just painters are they're just they're just different.
Which is
They're
cooler.
it is. I can't think of anything cooler than being a painter. I think it's like being the only thing you can compare it to would be first violin in the best orchestra ever. But still, that's not a painter.
Yeah,
But it's
you're
close.
still choosing violence.
What's that?
It's an inside joke with me and my friend Christine. We say violins because it sounds like violence. It's
Oh.
stupid, but you chose violins.
Hey, John, thank you for supporting us, and that lets us bring in such talent here. Yes, Hillary Lauer. I am remiss that we didn't get your website and stuff out there, but what we'll do is we'll post it last. These comments stay forever, and people will see it on the replay.
Cool.
And we'll be. Somebody's buzzing me. Yeah, I get comments now at the end of the show. You suck. Okay, whatever. Fine. Okay. You know what? I'm telling Mom. Just pipe down.
We tried our best.
But yes, illustrated.com. Thank you, Jet.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Jet Fogarty. Man.
Yeah, Jet.
Let's see.
What a name, Jet.
Can I do a John Fogarty song? Oh man. Okay. Yes, please come back with some friends and let's shill a few paintings.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do this.
Get some. Come on, people.
I know some people.
Yeah, buy some stuff. We'll
support the art.
make it worth your while. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you so much, Hillary, for giving us your time. And
thank you.
Really been fun.
It's been awesome. I really appreciate you. This is great.
Fantastic. All right, everybody, listen. Hillary's gonna be back, and actually stick around for 1 second, Hillary, after I hit the end button, and we'll touch base quickly. Look, cool. This is the kind of show that you like because you're watching it. So let people know about this. Sponsor me, do all that fun stuff, Scooch Case, Club Deck, all that good stuff. But really, the greatest thing you could do for me after sending me your money would be, tell people about the show. Tell people about what we're doing it and why we're doing it, because that's what's going to bring us more viewers. And while there's a big lag at HAPS with that thing going on, that's changing soon too. So thanks, everybody. Hillary, thank you so much. This was just a total gas.
So much fun. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Again, thanks for joining us. Peace be with you, and namaste.